Hey guys, praise God. I hope all of you are well. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Becky Bex. I bring you awesome, fun, and timely content on all my social media platforms. So please subscribe and follow me on Facebook and Instagram for more. So I'm honored to be starting this series that I will call The Worship Leader. That is how I'm calling this series. And I hope you learn. I hope you feel encouraged. I hope we encourage each other, most especially if you're a minister through music in your church or wherever you do it. I pray that this series is going to bless all of us. And even if you're just someone who receives the ministration, hallelujah, if you're someone that receives the worship ministration, this could also give you a few tips, and yes, we'll also learn the word and we'll get to interact. It will be a series that I will do, I don't know for how long, but until it is complete, I request all of us to just follow through, interact about it, comment and share with the worship leaders in your churches, because I know this is a series yenye itatujenga sawa sawa. I will also be having guests on here to come and speak to us about the issues of ministry, which I hope will transform your lives. As a young person, the one thing that I really thank God for is the ability and the chance to serve, because ministry has done so much in my life, and through this journey I will walk us through that. All right, so let's get started for today's introduction. Yes, and welcome back. The most asked question, like the people I have met, people actually usually ask me, when did you know you were gifted? When did you know this was your calling? How did you start doing it? Did you have mentors? So I think today I'll just give all of us a backstory of my ministry journey. I started singing at a young age, like 5 years, 6 years. I knew I could sing, and I started singing in church. I used to attend RGC. It is in Matu town, and I really thank God for an awesome mentor that I met there. If you've known me since Kitambo and you know RGC, you must be knowing of a Julius Mwasa. That is my first ever music mentor. I was so young. I was simply just singing because people sing in church. So when I think I just sang sometime in church, and then he realized that, oh, you know what, you can actually sing. I don't remember him telling me those exact words, but I remember his actions. They would just reassure me of my gift, that you know what, you're gifted in this area, and it is an area that you can grow in and flourish in. So that is how I found out, basically. And I think the one person that I'm really grateful for is the pastor of that church, who is still the pastor now, because he gave me an opportunity, or rather a platform, to grow my gift even at that young age. So I was in Sunday school like every other child around that age. So in our Sunday school we had a singing group. It was called, was it Joy Singers? I think it was Joy Singers, if I'm not wrong. And we would sing every Sunday. We would have a presentation. The more we grew, it kept ilianza kama choir watoto, by the time we were like 8, 10, it was now a choir for the church. It was just so awesome. And the lady who used to teach us, her name was Teacher Emma. She's still around, and I'm so grateful to that lady. She used to teach us new music, and she's the one who helped me a lot in growing my confidence, because I was not always this confident. People actually look at me and they're like, yo, see, you're so confident, yani see, you're lucky ulizaliwa hivi. I'm like, no. I was not born like this. This is something that I have worked on over time. This is something that has grown in me over time with practice and just getting to become comfortable in my calling. So tukaanzanga kuimba in that singing group. We were like almost 20 children. We used to be so many. Like some people, like most of my childhood friends who I met in church, like I know them hadi waleo. We used to sing together in that group. Like that is where we actually got our friendships from and our relationships from. So we would sing, we would go for singing to sing in other churches, guys, we were a big deal. We was a big deal. We would be called by other churches and they have events like, yo, mnaweza kuja kuimba church yetu. We are like, yes, why not? And through that, that is where my love for music began, and that is where my love for serving God began, because the only platform I ever had in my music journey was just church. The one thing I would like to put across is that I never knew that I would become a worship leader. There's a difference between just singing in church and being a worship leader, at least how I know it and how I've experienced it in my journey. Because then it was just a choir thing. It was just, Becky, can you lead? Unaweza lead wimbo choir? I'm like, sawa, see, it's just a choral, ni sawa tutaimba. That was it for me then, until I grew and got to like high school, and I realized, yeah, there's a difference between just singing in the choir and leading in the worship team. Now, I never got to do the worship team ministry until after Form 4, but it is something that I really yearned for. You know, I would sit at home and watch worship leaders and be like, God, one day, please just give me the chance to lead your people in worship and praise in church. And I'm so grateful to my mom. I'm super grateful to that great woman that held my hand and supported me through it all. I remember that when in that choir, the practice sessions used to be on Saturday, kitu saa 8 hapo. And sometimes they would run so late, and sometimes she would be so mad and she'd be like, you know what, you always come back home late. Why are you not conscious of time? And then I would think next Saturday she won't let me go. Guys, next Saturday would reach. By 1, she's like, eat lunch and like go to church. Yani, she really held my hand. I remember we would have the choir things in church. We would sing as the choir, and as we would be going home, she would be like, you sang so well, you're so good at this, hata improve, like yo wimbo ya leo imeminister sana kwa watu. And just those small things that she used to say, like for me, words mean so much. Like whatever words you tell me, they actually go a long way. So that really helped me grow. And also I thank God for the positive influences that I had. Now in that church, the worship team was made up of like older, I would say older, but because I was a child, I used to look at them as older people, like married people, watu kama hao. And I met awesome guys, like I know them till date, and they're just awesome influences in my life. So I think that is something that really played a role in me. I usually say, like, kama mse angesikia I can sing, kama mse ange take time to nurture my gift, I would not be the leader that I am today in the music ministry scene. All right. So fast track to high school. Form 1 and Form 2, I was not all that. Funny thing, I was not that ati ude mwasiyu mwenye analidingi. I was not actually that. Funny fact is that people who we went to high school with see me right now and they're like, sis, you could sing. Like the way the worship team at times used to butcher songs, you just sat and watched them butcher songs in high school. And I was like, yeah, like then was just not the time when I felt I was ready to get into it. So I actually did not. Form 1 and Form 2, I was just sitting back and enjoying the music and dancing and doing everything in CU. I never really got into active ministry in Form 1 and Form 2. Then I changed schools in for Form 3 and Form 4. Now, the school that I went to, like, I never ever imagined I could be a CU leader, like leave alone being the cheerleader, being just a leader. It was not something that I ever imagined. Venye unakanga unasema, yani naweza kukua school captain. Now me, I never used to have those thoughts about CU or stuff. So I go to this school, and then at the time when I joined the school, funny thing is the CU team was a bit shaky. It was not as stable. So they were restructuring and getting new leaders and getting new things, guys. Before I knew it, I was the worship leader in the CU of that school, and soon after I became the CU chair lady. So hapo ndo nika realize, haya, kumbe I can actually lead a church group. I can actually do this. I can work in ministry, because I never used to think about it like that. For me, as I said, it was just a fun thing to do with my fellow friends as we were growing up. It was just all fun and games. So when I was now in Form 3, when I realized, haya, kumbe I can lead, kumbe I can do ministry with my music, kumbe I can lead other people in worship. I didn't know that I could do it until that time. So I get into active ministry. We did ministry, the CU thing, Form 3, and then Form 4, sawa sawa. So by the time I was getting to Form 3, we had moved from Matu to where we stay right now. And we joined a church. I remember we moved, and then like 2 weeks later, one Sunday came, and Glow's mom, you all have met Glow, right? So my auntie tells Glow's mom, by the way, see, you take Kina Becky to church, because we had like chilled for like 2 Sundays without going to church, because at that time we were just going through a lot. So she was like, yeah, why not on Sunday? Tell them to prepare themselves. Asubuhi, I'll PTR them, we go to church. So that's how I joined Destiny Life Church. All right. That has to be 2014. 2014, 2015. 2014, hapo to 2015 mostly. 2015 mostly. The beginning of 2015. So I joined Destiny Life Church, the church that I now am at. I minister at as a worship leader there right now as of today. And I remember the first thing that caught my eye when I got into that church, day one, was the worship team. My goodness. I just got in and I looked at those guys, and immediately I knew this is what I want. I want to serve in the worship ministry. Like it was that simple. It is nothing, there's no depth in how it happened. I literally just heard how they sang, I saw how they ministered, and since then I always wanted to be in the worship ministry. And not just any worship ministry, I wanted to be in ministry at Destiny Life Church. So and then I was in like Form 3, Form 4, Ikapita. I finished fourth form, and then now I actually had time to look at the worship team, interact with some members. And there's this friend of mine called Victor. Victor is the one who introduced me to V. Now Vera is a friend of mine and my mentor. Hi V. And I talked to Victor. I didn't actually know anyone on the team. I was just a girl who just used to come to church and enjoy the worship team. But then when I decided, you know what, I could actually join this team, Victor gives me V's number, and she's like, Victor is a dude, V is a chick. So Victor is like, by the way, you can talk to V. I'm like, who is V? Akanionyesha. I'm like, oh, she's in the worship team. Yes, I don't mind talking to her. So I talked to her. I'm like, hi, I'm Becky. Nikamweleza everything. And then she was like, oh, that is really nice. She was actually really nice to me. She was actually really, really nice to me. And this is a call to anyone that is in the worship ministry. It takes so much courage for someone to come up to you and be like, I want to join your worship ministry. Please be nice. We agree, let's just be nice worship leaders. Let's be nice people to people who want to join our teams. So it was really nice, and then we got to exchange music and everything. If you've had me do riffs and runs before as I sing, it's because of that girl. She used to send me the training things, like those audios, like listen to this and try this at home and try this. Those things really jangled me. Then we talk, and after talking for 3 weeks, she's like, by the way, we usually have practice on Thursdays in town. I'm like, oh, town, guys. Sisi did not know town. Mi nilienda shule ya Ushago, nilikuja Nairobi nikiwa mtu mkubwa. Literally, I was this big when I moved to Nairobi. So I'm like, sawa, by the way, you guys have prako nini. Another person I really thank God for is my guardian. She held me. She supported me. Until date, she supports my ministry. So I remember I just told her, by the way, ninataka kwenda practice. She was like, iko wapi? I was like, iko Accra Road, White Angle House, studio hapo. She was like, oh, sawa, nitakupeleka on Thursday. So I'll just go to work, and then when you get to, at least I used to know the basics of town, like archives. Guys, I used to know archives, Afya Center, and railways stage ya kurudi nyumbani after I'm done doing what I'm doing. All right, because me and my friends actually used to meet at Chicken niko tu hapo archives. So unaambia tukutane archives. That's all I used to know. So now this person is giving me direction. Ako like, unaona tasks, unaona ukifuata hiyo njia. I was like, sawa. I did not get anything. So now I tell my guardian, I'm like, by the way, I need to go for Praco and I don't know where this place is. She was like, by the way, Ukifika tao, ukifika arcades, just holler at me, nitakuonyesha. Guys, ukiambiwa na mzazi wako atakuonyesha, it does not mean they will take you to the door. Like Africa, me, I came, like I've learned from experience. Many people wenye nimekutana nao wakaniambia nitakuonyesha, they literally get to that place and tell you, by the way, unaona utaenda hivi, uende hivi, that was it. So I got lost that day. I got to the practice session at like 7:30. But guys, those people were so awesome. I met the most friendly, the most lovely, the most kind people that day, and I am so grateful to God that I got to meet them. So yes, I got lost and found my way, and now we are at the studio. So I just get in, and then guys are just singing. I was like, oh, you guys sing so nicely. I was just sitting there looking at them. And then the worship pastor then must have been Pastor Mlandi, because he was like, he welcomed me and I said hi. No, actually, I remember Pastor Manu was like, you're the Becky. In my head, I'm like, okay, so yes, I am Becky. Why? I was like, no, I just had your voice note. You sing really nice. I will not tell you how that felt. That felt really nice. It actually did feel really nice. So nika join worship team, so I would go for practice sessions and everything. Every Thursday would meet, I would listen to the songs. I just loved everyone. Everyone was so welcoming, everyone was so warm. Like, it was just awesome. I really enjoyed joining. So fast track to a few months in, it was now time to do the deed, like actually sing in church. Then I used to sing in the Praco sessions, and on Sunday I used to sit where the worship team used to sit. But there is no day it actually hit my mind that kuna time itafika Becky utakuwa pale mbele ya watu. I am naturally not a shy person. I thank God for that. But the jitters, my stomach was rumbling. I was anxious. I was sweating. It was not funny. So nika join Eva worship team. I started singing, and yeah, like since then it has been such a beautiful journey. I have really grown, I have really evolved, and I just want to thank everyone who held my hand through the journey. I want to thank everyone who held my hand, and everyone that supports my music, everyone that supports my ministry. I'm so grateful for all my mentors, for all the mentees. Asanteni sana, you've played a great role. So that is basically my journey into ministry, and I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you've now gotten a better understanding of Becky, the girl that ministers in church, background, how she got to become this person that she is today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in part 2. From me to you, lots of love and light. Please subscribe to my channel and share this video. Until next time, bye.